We're at Seattle Chocolate, and I researched the chocolate production process, and my favorite part of our tour today was seeing the production process in person.
I did the topic of cultural significance of botany, and we went to the University of Washington Arboretum to look at all the different plants that they have here. And I just really like seeing all the different plants and how our tour guide Eve and how she described the different significance of each plant to like different cultures such as the New Zealand and Native American and Japanese and all these different, varieties of plants that they have here. I just think it's really cool.
I studied how work environments have changed over the years. My location was the Amazon spheres, and my research didn't really include how they sustain the plants, but it was interesting to learn about how they sustain the plants.
I did my project on the Amazon effect, and we are here visiting Amazon headquarters in Seattle. And I thought it was very interesting to see how much of a business Amazon is and how they're so focused on just themselves and selling their products instead of allowing us more tourism stuff.
Watching the whales, it was really cool, and it was nice to put like a name to a face almost with the whales to really see like what we've been doing and like these animals that we need to protect. And it makes me want to do like the things I talked about in my presentation even more, like really watching my plastic consumption and stuff like that. It was really beautiful to like see them and watch them in their natural habitat without people messing everything up.
My topic was Dale Chihuly, so we came to the Chihuly Garden and Glass in Seattle, and I think it was really cool. I wasn't expecting it to be as big as it was, and I think as soon as we walked in, it was really bright, and we were really surprised. I think it exceeded everyone's expectations, and it was really, really beautiful. All the glass was, and I think it was just really cool to see everything in the garden, how well it went with the garden. It was really cool.
I researched grunge in Seattle and mostly Nirvana and kind of all that stuff. And my topic was, well, not my topic, my location was Mopop, which is the museum of pop culture. There was a Nirvana exhibit, a Pearl Jam exhibit, and there's just kind of a bunch of stuff about the history of Nirvana. It was really cool. And I don't know, it was just really crazy seeing everything kind of in one place, and all these relics from Nirvana. Kind of put everything into its existence, and I don't know, it's really cool to see it all here. Kind of put it all in my brain. All the research just kind of connected, so yeah.
My topic was virtual and augmented reality, and we went to the Pacific Science Center, and I just thought it was really cool to see the virtual reality and get to experience what I had been researching for so long. And it was also really funny just to watch everybody else do it and see their reactions and see how they interacted and talked to other people.
Hi,
Hi, my name is Ellie Sams, and my topic was the Space Needle and Seattle's World's Fair. And our destination is the Space Needle, and it was really cool to see like the glass bottom or the glass floor. That was really cool to like look down and from 600 feet in the air. And I just was I enjoyed like being able to visualize what I had been researching for so many months, and it was just a really cool experience.
My topic was samurai culture and history and Asian influence on the West Coast. And we went to the Seattle Art Museum to see the exhibit Gentleman Warrior, the Art of the Samurai. I was really fascinated by all the little artifacts they had and the artwork, and especially the armor. That was really cool. And I just liked getting to see like the reality of everything I had researched. It was fun.
My topic was on entrepreneurship in society, and being at the market was really cool to see a ton of different shops and store owners and just like all the different varieties of things that they can sell here and how many people it draws in.
My topic was the Great Fire of Seattle and the Seattle Underground, and I'm currently speaking in the Seattle Underground. This experience is very interesting. I think it's really important to be able to actually see what you're studying, to be able to understand like what it exactly means, and it's also very interesting to hear it from somebody that like lives in the area and understands these streets a lot better than I can from Google. So I think I just really like what I really got out of this is like being able to see it with my own eyes is something I never thought I'd be able to do.
My topic was over Japanese American internment and the effect of World War II on Bainbridge Islanders, and we visited the Japanese American Exclusion Memorial, and I really enjoyed learning about all of the injustice that went on during World War II for the Japanese Americans. And we actually got to talk to one of the survivors of the camps, Lily, and that was really interesting to learn about her life in the camp and how it has affected her and what she learned from it and how she turned it into something positive.
My project was over the history of naval mines, and we went to the Naval Undersea Museum for it. I think my favorite part of being here was seeing my research come to life and getting to talk to somebody who worked with these mines all his life.
My topic was history of technology companies in the greater Seattle area, and my location was Microsoft. And it was really cool to see things like the Altair 8800 and just learn more about the history in general, stuff that I didn't know, and get to see some of the stuff that I talked about.
My topic was mountaineering, and we got to visit Mount Rainier for that, and it was definitely the most unforgettable experience this trip, and it's just so gorgeous, and I just got a really good spiritual connection, and I was amazed, like looking up at the mountain, like people actually go to the top of that, which is pretty inspiring and amazing.
besides the whales, we saw a lot of other cool things, like the harbor seals and the harbor porpoises and the bald eagles and the sea lions and the teeny tiny jellyfish that were like floating around the dock. Those were cute.
I don't think that let anyone down.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
But it was like, it just kind of felt like, hey, we're here. Now let's go walk a block to go to the next tiny section. Like, I don't know, I didn't expect it to be like totally connected, but I just expected more than what it was, honestly.
A really good view of the city. And some people were scared, but like everyone liked the glass, well not everyone, but some people liked the glass floor, and like, cause it was cool to like stand on, it was so scary. And like seeing how it was built like on the way up was.
Part of the reason I like the tour is because, like what Cameron said, like she just kind of wandered around and grabbed stuff and like this is this. It was like very loose and like not totally rigid, so like we just kind of felt a little nice to wander.
Like her talking about it like firsthand because she was actually inside of the camps.
I really liked how she took the time to highlight, like, to tell us about that sign with the welcome back on the back of it. Like, she just took the time to really highlight, like, how, like, this was a really bad thing, but there were still good people in it. Yeah. And I feel like most of the time when we talk about these things, like, we never talk about, like, the people that actually tried to help or that, like, fought against something bad going on.
I think that was cool to hear her say that, like, even in bad times, there's good people, because I've had conversations with my friends about, like, is the world becoming evil with all of our different, like, struggles that we face today, and, like, I think it's cool to have people that have faced those things and still believe in the faith in humanity and, like, the strength that we have and the compassion that we have as humans, and that we're not all trying to, like, doom each other. So that was cool, like, that she still had those beliefs, because I think that we have a pretty great world. We're just doing some bad things to it, so it was cool to hear her say that.
I think one of my favorite things was the way they connected the whole let it not happen again to 9/11 and the fear of Muslim Americans that came from that. I thought it was really great that they connected that to more than just the Japanese American culture, but to other cultures too.
Not every person of every race or every gender or every religion is their stereotype, and the bet is most of them probably aren't. But the few that are stand out.
Yeah.
And that's why we see all the negative stuff in our world.
And I think a big part of that is like the media. The media controls so much. Like even if you don't think that it's like you can see it and you might just scroll past it, but you have a reaction to it, and eventually over time it's going to build up and you're going to formulate different opinions whether the media, what they're saying is true or not. So that's kind of scary.
Yeah, I feel like we really take for granted how big of a deal the media is, like, how much of an effect it has.
And like sometimes I feel like even me, like I'll see something and I won't even like look into it, I'll just like believe it. Or I mean, like you see something on Instagram or Twitter or whatever and you're like, oh my gosh, and then you actually realize that none of that was actually true.
Like, hey, I'm liberal, people hate you. Or hey, I'm Republican, people hate you. And that's just shouldn't be it. Like, you can have a connection with someone, even if you completely disagree, and be best friends. And like, doesn't have to be just about that.
I kind of suspect that it's almost always kind of been this way, where like the left and right are like super divided, but because like we have access to technology and other people's views are actually aware it's happening. It's like back like decades ago, like everybody in that town believed the exact same thing, basically regardless of what was actually presented. So I just feel like access to information is just making us aware of what is actually happening and that the divide actually exists.